Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. Thank you to everybody that has donated to our Christmas giveaway. I truly appreciate it. I pray that God will bless you guys tenfold. If you still want to donate, you can do so by using my Cash App, Stars Cartel, or by using my website, starscartel.com. Let's get into the message. I'm here with a dream. In his dream, I am at a huge family gathering. And it's kind of like, I say huge because it was a lot of family there and it was people everywhere. Okay. I'm having an amazing time. I typed in amazing time. I was having fun. Okay. And I was sitting with the kids. I was with my son and a few other children, and he has bounced around and played quite a bit, and I'm tired, he's tired, so I'm ready to get ready for bed. So I enter into this room. Okay, in this room there's a bed, and then there's like a pallet on the floor, and my mom she's made a pallet on the floor, and she's sitting on the floor, and she has like 5 or 6 purses laid out around her. Um, and she's basically like, I went shopping and I did this and I did that. And I was like, okay, that's nice. And there's a stranger in this room. So I had no idea. This person was not someone that was family. This is a random person that was in the room. Somehow they there. Anyways, she offers this person, like, she has 2 purses, and she says, here, I want you to choose which one you want. And the stranger picks one, and then she hands me the one that's left over, and I'm like, no, I don't want that. Okay. And it wasn't like trying to be, but it was, I didn't want it, and it wasn't the kind of purse that I would want. And it was basically like she had a bunch of name brand purses that she had gotten for herself, and one of the purses out of these 2 was also like a name brand purse, and the other one was just like a little, it wasn't even like a cute, like, and it's kind of like, I'm trying to say, like, it wasn't a cute purse. It wasn't a cute purse. It wasn't a name brand purse. It was like a old dusty looking purse, and I was like, I don't want that. I like. It was like I even felt in the dream, like, obviously if you ask her which purse she wants first, she's gonna take the cute one, and that's gonna leave me with the one that I don't want. And after I say no, thank you, I asked her why she didn't tell me she was going to the store. I would have liked to go and just picked out my own purse. I could have bought my own purse. And she tells me that she doesn't have to tell me um when she goes. And I'm like, okay, I understand you wanted to go and chill by yourself. Well, what store did you go to? And she's like, no, I can't tell you what store it was. And I was like, okay. Like, and it's kind of like, she was telling me that she went to this store and they had this big discount, or it was like some kind of discounted sale or something like that. But she didn't want to tell me where she had went or anything like that. The scripture comes from Zechariah 6. I looked up again, and there before me were 4 chariots coming out from between 2 mountains, mountains of bronze. The first chariot had red horses, the second black, the third white, and the fourth dappled, all of them powerful. I asked the angel who was speaking to me, what are these, my Lord? The angel answered me, these are the 4 spirits of heaven going out from standing in the presence of the Lord of the whole world. The one with the black horses is going toward the north country, the one with the white horses toward the west, and the one with the dappled horses toward the south. When the powerful horses went out, they were straining to go throughout the earth. And he said, go throughout the earth. So they went throughout the earth. Then he called to me, look, those going towards the north country have given my spirit rest in the land of the north. So here's the message. For whoever you are, God is saying, even if, something like this, regardless if something like this literally happens, or you're just in a position to where you are seeing someone else, maybe they are having, like, when I see purses in a dream, it typically is like an opportunity. So I just feel like for someone, you are waiting on your opportunity. You are in a season of waiting. Even the part of the dream where I was hanging out with the children, I am the kind of parent, like I really do try to keep a close eye on my son, because me personally, when I was growing up, I had so many things going on with me and my family. Like, me and my cousins would get in fights, we would get in little arguments. Sometimes they would be bullying me and being mean to me. And, even as an adult now, I don't really have very close relationships with a lot of my family members. And, for whatever reason. And it's just, I just feel like, I like to keep an eye on my son, because I know that, a lot of times the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And I now understand why, sometimes my parents would keep me away, because, you never know. And, I don't want anyone to be deliberately being mean to my baby. And I don't want anybody to be trying to bully him and to be trying to intimidate him and trying to gang up on him or anything like that. And so I do keep a watchful eye. But I feel like in this dream, the fact that I wasn't told, like, it was basically like there was some kind of female adult situation that happened. Like the women, they went out to eat and they went shopping and they left me. And it's kind of like, I'm grown, I'm a woman, why didn't you invite me? Why would you not ask me if I wanted to go? And I just feel like God is saying for someone, okay, it's okay if you are not included in certain things, because you will eventually realize that you were not included for a reason. There may have been things going on this trip, on this situation, on whatever, that you wouldn't have even wanted to be involved with. Maybe you would, just like when I say, I was kept away in a sense. And there are some things that now as an adult, I find out that I wouldn't have wanted to be there anyways. I would have felt left out, or I would have felt weird. I may have felt awkward if I would have been involved in certain things. There may have been some kind of sin going on that I wouldn't have wanted to partake in. And there may have been, I just feel like you don't know of what dangers you are being avoided, okay? And even though this is a situation where it seems innocent, they went somewhere and they came back with some little items and they had a good time. And it's just like, I just feel like God is saying that you are destined to have something else. Just like in the scripture where it says the horses went in different directions. This will be like you and whomever this is, regardless if it is family, if it is friends, maybe it can even be like comrades or colleagues. You are not meant to go the same route that they are going. So it could be a situation where someone, it seems like they are taking off pretty quickly. It seems like they are doing all of these things. God is saying you don't know what they have done in order to receive the things that they are getting. You don't know what they are doing in order to receive that recognition. There are some situations where you don't even realize, because there are people that will join organizations and they'll join little cliques and they'll join little groups and it will propel them forward. But in reality, these are people that when it comes down to it, just as the Bible says, a man cannot serve two masters, okay? And this is why God tells us not to take oaths. You have to be careful about taking oaths. God tells us that we are not supposed to be included in these organizations and in these groups and in these social groups and these Greek organizations. All these things, like these things are you will basically have to take an oath just to join, and you have to realize that you cannot serve two masters. And they may have little things going on. They may have little parties, and they may have little functions. They may have different festivities that you are not invited to, different things that you are not included with. And regardless if this is someone you are kind of on the outside looking in, and you may have family members that are included, you may have friends that are included, you may have colleagues that are included, God says that you are not meant to be included in what they have going on. It may look as if they're having a lot of fun. It may look as if they are getting a lot of things. And in some cases, they may just very well be. I'm going to go ahead and say they may be having fun. They may be having a ball at their parties, and they may have, like maybe they got jackets, okay, and they have bags, and they have shoes, and they have this, and they have that, and that is all wonderful and dandy for them. But God said it's not meant for you to go that way. It is not meant for you to go that way. God says, look, those going toward the north country have given my spirit rest in the land of the north. God says that it gives his spirit rest to know that you are not involved with these things. It gives his heart rest to know that you are not you're not dealing with certain things. You are not doing certain things. You have not taken an oath to anybody else. And if God calls upon you right now, and he tells you that he wants you to go to such and such and tell them that they are doing something wrong, he wants you to not feel as though you are more loyal to them than you are to him, because you took an oath and you can't tell them anything. You can't say anything to them, because no, everything they do is right, and you're your sister's keeper, and you're your brother's keeper, and you can't go over there and you can't tell them this, that, and the third. Baby. Because guess what? Now you got a problem with the Almighty. Okay, I just love these little things. Now you got a problem with the Lord of Lords, the King of Israel, the Lion of Judah. Now you got a problem. You got a problem with somebody you don't want to have problems with. Now you got a problem with somebody you don't want to have problems with. So God is saying that even if you feel as though, you may feel as though you're getting the short end of the stick, I'm here to tell you still having fun, okay? Just like even in this dream, even though I didn't go on the little shopping excursion, it wasn't a situation where I was miserable. I had a blast. I was with my baby, and we were having a good time. And I was just watching him interact with the other kids, and they were doing their thing. And I was like, oh, they're so cute. Okay, and I was making sure the kids were good. And then after that, I was like, I'm tired. Come on, my baby. We gonna go to bed, and we get ready to get in the bed. And obviously the bed was prepared for me, so it wasn't a situation where I was going to be uncomfortable. And even though, it seemed as though they had went out and they had a ball and they had fun, and she had more loyalty to this stranger than she did to me. It is what it is. God is saying, that's okay. And for some of you, you could feel as though if you have a family member or a friend or someone that you've known for a long time, and they're involved with one of these organizations, or they're involved with a certain kind of group, and you look at them and this person, and they are they have more loyalty to this person than they do to you. They are closer with that person than they are with you. And I feel like this is like in the symbolism of her asking this lady what purse she wanted before she even asked me if I wanted one. And it's just kind of like, this is part of the reason as to why God does not want you involved. This is part of the reason as to why God doesn't want you involved. Even from my perspective, and I'm pretty sure from any perspective, you would look at it and you would be like, why would you offer something to a complete stranger over your own child? That doesn't make any sense. But when it comes to certain groups and certain people, that's how they are. That's how they live. That's how they roll. And I just feel like God is saying that he does not want you involved with that. So you may have experienced where they didn't want you in the group. And you may have experienced every time you tried to join a group you got bullied, or you felt unwelcome and you felt like it just did not work out for you. God said he don't want you involved with it because he doesn't want you to end up in these kind of positions. He doesn't want you to be that way, okay? Even if it's a sense like, if you are in an age where you're not done having children, you don't want to be in a position to where you're doing that to your child, where your child is seeing you have loyalty to a stranger over loyalty to them, because like that's messed up. I would be real, like, I just feel like, but to someone that is in this kind of group and that's what they do, to them it's normal, to them it makes sense. But God is saying, he wants you to have loyalty to him first and foremost, the King of Kings, the Almighty, the Lion of Judah. Okay, baby. That's what I got, the King of Kings one over here, y'all. But the Prince of Peace, which is back here on my plan. But I just feel like God is saying that he wants you to have loyalty to him. Not to random people. Not to people that you don't even know too well. People that you otherwise wouldn't even talk to. You wouldn't even be friends with them. You wouldn't even and it is what it is. But I just feel like God is saying that when you are in a position to where you are outside looking in, it may seem weird to you. It may seem strange to you. It may seem odd to you. You may feel left out. You may feel but God's saying that you bring him peace, you bring him joy, you bring him happiness. He feels better about you being on the outside looking in than he would feel about you being involved. He feels better with you not being involved. It brings him comfort. Those going toward the north country have given my spirit rest in the land of the north. God says he can rest easy knowing that you are not involved with it. He can rest easy knowing that your loyalty belongs to him. And this is just like when somebody's on your team, it will make you this, like, even when you have some kind of problem with someone and your friend tells you that they're going to hang out with the person that you have beef with, that you have a problem with, it will kind of makes you uneasy. It makes you anxious, and it makes you feel as though now you can't trust your friend. How can you trust your friend and they're going to hang out with your enemy? God is saying that it gives him peace, it gives him rest, it gives him comfort knowing that you are not involved. He does not want you involved. And once again, in this dream, not only was I not uncomfortable, it wasn't a situation where I wasn't happy. I was happy. I was filled with joy. I probably would have had more, I probably wouldn't have been as happy going because, first of all, either my son would have to join me, which would mean he wouldn't be able to have fun. And that would make me sad, taking him away from his fun. Or it would mean that I would have to be separated from him, and I wouldn't be happy about that at all. And or it one of the matter. And even though I missed out on a sale, I missed out on a bargain, it is what it is. I just feel like it's not a situation where I couldn't afford to buy my own purse. Because I said I could have went to the store and bought it myself. I could have bought my own purse. And I still could. It's not a situation where you're missing out on something. It's not a situation where you won't have something because you're not included. It's not a situation where God is saying everything is fine. Everything is okay. Even when it comes to where they go and where they hang out at, and they go shopping here and they do this and that's fine. God is saying it's okay. You don't have to do everything with I just feel like just because they are entitled to go and shop and eat and do whatever it is that they want to do without you. They don't have to take you, and you don't have to go. Live your own life. If it's a situation where you don't have a car, well, save up and get you a car. Go get you a car. Go get your own car. And now you can go and you can do your thing. And you don't have to worry them about where they going and what they doing. Or you don't have to concern yourself with where they're going and what they're doing. You don't have to worry about it because now you doing your thing. And I just feel like God is saying that it is not meant for you to just do everything with everybody. And sometimes even if you feel a longing towards someone to do things, it's okay for you to do certain things with them. Just like we were sitting down having a conversation right then. But it's just you're not meant to do every single thing. God has set you apart. And that's just what it is. Okay, God is saying it's not a situation where you're missing out on anything. It's not a situation where you're not going to have something because of it. This is not a situation where you're going to be sad. This is not a situation where you don't have this, you don't have that. It's okay. Even if this is like colleagues, like even if it's people that you work with and you would like, regardless if you're a pastor and you feel like, well, I would like to have a group of pastors that I'm friends with and I can go and hang out with them and we can have luncheons and things together. It's okay if you are set apart. It's okay. Even if it's you're a makeup artist and you want to have a group of makeup artists that you can hang out with and y'all can do this, that, and the third. God said it's okay if you are set apart. It's okay. You want to go and you want to be in this certain group of photographers because they go to all the different functions and they take pictures together and they're very cool with each other. And God said it's okay if you are set apart. You don't know what other things they have taken oaths to, what other agreements they have made, what other promises that they have made that allows them to be intermingling with each other. And sometimes it's okay to be set apart because now God can rest in knowing that he'll ask you to do whatever it is he asks you to do. If he tell you need to stay away from somebody, you can do it. You don't have an obligation to go and chase after them. If God tells you that he doesn't want you to talk to a certain person, it's not a situation where you're going to be in trouble with this group or with this group of friends, or you're going to lose this opportunity and that opportunity because you decided that you're not going to do you're not going to do what they want you to do anymore, and you have to choose between, are you going to be loyal to these people, or are you going to be loyal to God? God said he doesn't want to have to deal with that when it comes to you. He wants to know that he wants to know that you're going to be loyal to him. Okay, and that's the message. I really feel like this has went on for so long, but that's the message, y'all. God says he wants you to be loyal to him. He wants to know that you are on his team. He doesn't want to have to share you with another group. He doesn't want to have to share you with somebody else. He wants you on his team. And if that means that you're going to have to get your own car, that's fine, get your own car. If that means you're going to have to get your own house, that's fine, get your own house. If it means that you're going to have to get your own hotel room, go ahead, get you your own hotel room. That means that you're not going to be able to go on certain vacations. That's fine. That's fine. You can still go on a vacation. You're just going to have to go on a different one. If that means that you're not going to be able to go to certain parties, it's okay. You don't have to go to that party. You can throw your own party. Or baby, you don't even have to go to the party. You can just go and hang out by yourself. God said it's okay. It's fine. But God would prefer for you to be set apart. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.